Oh shit, I didn't do that. Hi, welcome. Okay, what I'm going to do today is donations take priority. There will be some random questions from the chat, depending on your question. So let's have a look at some of the questions that are coming through. Let me have a look. Now we want to think about questions. What we want to do is think about questions, how, what, and why. They talk about your own journey. You're not thinking about anyone else in your life. You're thinking about yourself. You're thinking about how you can improve your journey. How you can improve your journey. So just a quick look at how you can, what's important in regards to questions. Guys, sort of in the, let's have a look. Just quickly. Right, let's get rid of that. Right. Hi, let's say hello. Who have we got here? G, Sacred Beauty, Sunflower, High Egyptian Famous. So how we got Amanda, me, BU, welcome. Right, let's have a look at some of these questions. I'm going to go through and have a look at some of these and think about your questions, and that's what I'm going to sort of look at. So let's have a look here. Oh, Sunflower, how do I have a great freshman year at university? That's a good question. How do you have a great year? Okay, so let's start with the I think we're going to start with the Waterfall Tarot. How do I have a great freshman year? That's great. That's a great start. Right. How does Sunflower have a great freshman year at university? Let's have a look. Remember, I'm only doing 2 cards, so if you want more information, don't forget to donations, and let me know if you do donate. Okay, the first thing you need to do is nurture your ideas and your plans. Nurture your plans. Okay, being able to speak your truth is so important as well for you to have a great freshman year, is being able to speak your truth. That's really important. Trust your intuition. Okay, trust your intuition. So nurture your plans and ideas. And it's all about also remembering to take some time out for yourself as well. That's going to be a really important part as well. So as you nurture your ideas, your plans, you're able to trust your intuition, you're able to speak your truth, it is important for you to allow you to make sure that you take some time out for you, and that's going to allow the gain that you need. It's going to allow you to gain what's important in your life, what's important. So there's a lot of stuff that you need to do just to make sure that you are moving in the right direction there. So that's a great question there. Okay, so I'm just going back and having a bit of a read. So I'm just having a look at some of the questions as I go through them here. Okay, Amanda, that's a great question. Why does the universe keep G in my life? Oh, that's a really good question here. So let's use the, I'm going to use Brent's Moon Baby Tarot for this one. Why does the universe keep G in my life? Oh, that popped out there. So the first card we're looking at is the Devil. It's about temptation. It's about breaking the chains. It's about having closure in your life, being able to break free from the expectations, and definitely feels it's about boundaries in a way. It's about breaking free from those limitations that you might put on yourself, or the temptations that are put in your way. It's about learning the lessons that you need to. Maybe there is a thing for you to keeping G in your life is about you being able to say no, being able to break free, being able to, that's interesting because here you've got the 8 of Swords here. So it's about removing the constraints, the restrictions, the limitations that you may be putting on yourself by having G in your life. So maybe it's about a lesson learned. What lessons do you need to learn to this thing about saying no? Okay, it might be about saying no to situation. Okay, so it really is about looking at the limitations, the restrictions, the challenges that you have by keeping G in your life. So what lessons do you need to learn from this situation? Hi, Max. Okay, so it's really important here to look at the restrictions, the chains that the habits, the repeated patterns, the bad habits, the addictions that you may have with this situation. So it's about learning those lessons and how you can break free from them, how you can allow yourself to no longer feel bound by having G in your life. So there's quite a lot to it here. And it's interesting with the Devil card here and the 8 of Swords. It's very much about restrictions and being contained. So you've got to break free from those restrictions and those challenges there. So it's about you learning your boundaries. It's very much about you learning boundaries. So there is a time that you need to say no. Once you're able to break free, then you'll give yourself the freedom to move forward. Okay, so that's an interesting combination in cards there with the Devil and the 8 of Swords. Very much about being restricted. So you're able to break free from those chains, able to break free from those restrictions. So let's see. Me. How do I improve my self-love journey? Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Self-love. Let's do. I feel like I'm going to do the Goddess Tarot here. Dark Goddess Tarot. How do I improve my self-love journey? How do I improve my self-love journey? How? That's a great question. How do I do more? Ooh. Okay, 2 cards, of course. We get the 8 of water. So it's about walking away from. What things do you need to walk away from in the emotional sense? So keep looking. I feel like it's sense of a keep looking deep within to look at what you need to walk away from. You know, look at the things that you need to release and let go, that you need to walk away from emotionally. Okay. And that's interesting. You've got 8 of water and 8 of air. So again, it's like the sense of re-looking or revisiting what's keeping you what's keeping you restricted, limited, what's keeping you bound or blinded to moving forward. So there's always a sense of reviewing of where you're at, reviewing at what's going on within your life. That's a revisit is really important in those aspects here. So being able to walk away, release those things that even though we think they feel good, they might feel good emotionally. They actually don't serve you well. They don't serve you emotionally really well. So it's that keep revisiting those moments in your life. So that's really important there. So I think that's that sense of revisit is really important there. So to hope that helps you just to sort of take a moment, take a breath, and just keep re-looking, revisiting. I just keep getting that sense of revisit. And it's interesting because I just got the journey. I don't know why, but I'll just grab a book for a minute to show you me. I don't know if you've read it or not. This just came in my head. Oh, don't know why. This, The Journey by Brandon Bays. I feel like this would be really beneficial for you. So let me just read a little bit of this, just to give you an idea for anyone who's interested. Okay. It's an extraordinary guide for healing your life and setting yourself free. In 1992, Brandon Bays was diagnosed with a football-sized tumor and found herself catapulted into a remarkable soul-searching and ultimate freeing healing journey. Only 6.5 weeks later, she was pronounced textbook perfect, no drugs, no surgery, no tumor. The profound original process of self-healing that Brandon Bays pioneered has since freed thousands from lifelong emotional and physical blocks. Through the unique work detailed in this book, she shares her deeply transformative techniques. The journey guides us directly to the root cause of any long-standing difficulty and then gives us the tools to finally and completely resolve it. The powerful process creates remarkably lasting results. Chronic pain vanishes, anxiety, depression, sexual blocks disappear. Self-esteem, grief, and anger issues dissolve, fall away, and illnesses resolve. With practical, jargon-free, and easy-to-use techniques, the journey process enables you to strip away years of emotional blocks, tap into your own inner genius, live your life as an expression of your highest potential, experience the boundless joy within, and become truly free. Brandon's inspiring story is proof of the healing power that exists within every individual. Brandon Bay takes her reader on a journey of astounding inspiration. Brandon Bays is a remarkable soul, and whose story of healing and reconciliation is a testament to the capabilities of human beings. Read this book and be inspired to take your own journey of healing. So, yeah. So a totally recommended book to read. This is something I think I need to reread again. I read it many years ago, and it's a book that I've always kept in my library. So definitely, you know, in my own personal library. So I think it's a book like I need to sort of reread. I think so. This might be an important aspect for many of us that are going through soul journeying. So anyway, want to share that one book with you. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so let's have a read. Max. Max and the Wonderful Land. Okay, let's do Max first. What do I need to know right now? Okay, and I'm going to use, I might use the Gilded Tarot Royale. What does Max need to know right now? Whoa, okay, straight away, the first cards that came out. Okay, there's a reason why. I'll just do it as is. Okay, Queen of Swords. Straight away, I get that sense of nurturing the truth. Okay, looking at the facts. Looking at the facts of the situation that's going on right now. Allowing you to gain experience through your own motivation and your own drive, which is really important. It feels like everything's sort of, there's a block to everything sort of coming together in some way. Feels like things are not quite where you want them to be, and it's all about being able to nurture nurture the facts of the situation. Look at the actual facts, not your own maybe not what you perceive, but start to really look at what the facts are. Look at the truth of what's actually going on. Feels like you need to look at the bigger picture of what's actually happening, and allowing yourself to actually gain the experience you need through your own motivation, your own drive, which seems really important here. So there's this whole thing about really looking at what's of value to your experiences by looking at the actual facts. And then you'll find yourself being able to receive a feeling of abundance. And this is a real inner abundance. Okay, this is not just a wealth of money or finances, but of happiness and joy, of ideas and plans, a whole lot more to your journey. Okay, Max? So it's really important for you to actually see the facts of the situation. Look at the truth of what's actually going on, allowing yourself to, I want to say, acknowledge the what's actually going on. It's really important for you to be able to gain that experience through your own enthusiasm, your own drive, your own motivation to achieve the results that you want, the wealth of an abundance in your life. Okay, so hopefully that gives you some idea about what's important here. Okay, hi, welcome. There's no list. What I'm doing is random readings, whatever I feel drawn to do. Okay, it's what I feel drawn to do depending on the question. Please make sure that you read the description box below. Be empowered with your question. Use questions that start with how, what, and why. Is really important. So I like this question. What does Spirit think I should pursue in life as far as a career? That's an interesting one. Let's look at, let's think of Victorian steampunk. Whoa, that was me just being clumsy. Okay. What does Spirit? What does Spirit think pursue in life as far as career. Okay, first thing is about moving into something that is going to give you, I think, a very sort of intellectual, something that's going to give you some things to make you real think about things, think about really what you want, think about the journey that you've got. I think it's quite something that's quite, here we go. It's definitely an adventure, something that's very passionate, very creative. Okay, so that's really important. So something that's going to make you think. It has to have a lot of thinking about it. It's not just about don't go with the flow. It's just allowing you to have like a shift in your perception maybe as well. But I am getting something that gives you something to really think about things as you move forward. You're thinking about things. Okay, so this is definitely something creative, a new adventure. So it does feel like you should pursue something that's creative, that's an adventure. It gives you something that allows you a lot of energy, a lot of dynamic energy. It does feel like there's a lot of dynamic energy in it. It's very much of an enterprise. So definitely feels like it's something that makes you think, something that sort of shifts your perception. It shifts your thinking all the time. It's like your thinking's always evolving. Your thinking's always developing into something new. So it does feel like it's definitely something that's going to make you think, but it's also very adventurous. There's a lot of adventure to it. So yeah, it definitely feels as though there could be something there that's going to make you really think really hard, makes you do a lot of thinking. There's a lot of analyzing what you're doing, a lot of analyzing with what you're doing. So that's really important. But I am getting definitely something creative and something that's really allowing you to be an adventure, a new venture in possibilities. So it could talk about your own business in some way in the end. But it's something very creative, very adventurous. So yeah. So yeah, it could be to do with fashion. It could be to do with so yes, there's a lot of thinking to do. Okay, so let's have a look. What other questions have I got on? What other questions there? Okay, there's no actual list. I'm just randomly going through questions that I feel very drawn to. So BU, talking about business. That sounds quite good. Let's have a look here. Oh, good. So this is about your business heading in the right direction. Let's do tarot descriptive. Okay, let's talk about. So what does BU need to know about her business heading in the right direction? Oh, that's a good question, Egyptian famous. Cool. Okay, so we're talking about business heading. So what do you need to know about your business heading in the right direction? Okay, first thing we've got to look at is sort of a sense of I want to say fortune. Does feel like there are some challenges. It's about you taking back your power. Okay, I feel like you need to sort of take back your power, take back your control of the situation. It may feel as though someone has taken something from you in regards to your business. I feel like something's not quite there. It does feel like someone is sort of taking something from you in regards to the business. It does feel as though someone has, it's like you need to take back your power. There are some lessons for you to learn with this. Okay, it does feel like there's a lot of lessons to learn. There's a business to develop. So I do feel as though you've got a lot to sort of take back your power, take back your strength, your courage, your thoughts, your ideas. It's very important for you to, I feel like there's some real challenges for you at the moment. I feel like there's a lot of lessons to learn, a lot of things to organize and sort through. Okay, so I do feel like you're not quite moving in the right direction as yet. You've still got some things to do. You've still got some things to achieve. Okay, so with the seven, I want to say septipae, the 7 of swords here, it's very important for you to have the sense of taking back your power, to have the things are not quite as they seem. I do feel like there's a sense of an idea or a thought that come back into play. You've been a little bit distracted in regards, I feel like you're distracted or something's not quite right in the business. So I do feel as though you just need to bring it back into your own power, sort of like take something back. I feel like you need to take something back in some way. And there are some lessons to learn, some things to discover, some things to bring back into alignment in a way. So yeah, I do feel like there's still some work to be doing. There's still some work to be done for the business to be heading in the right direction. I do feel like you've been, like something's been taken from you in some way. So I feel like you need to take back your power, take back your control. So there are some lessons to learn. There's some things to discover in regards to the business. So I still think you've got some work to do. There's definitely some work. And then you'll be able to say that you're working in the right direction. There is still some work to be done. Okay. Okay, Egyptian famous. Oh, that's a good one. Let's have a look here. Let's do the romantic tarot. What does my higher self want me to know in love? Okay. What does my higher self want me to know in love? Oh. Okay. We've got the Sun card here. The Sun. So it's talking about a sense of happiness and joy. Hi, all about mate. I'm great, thank you. No list today. What I'm doing is random questions depending on the question asked, making sure it sort of starts with how, what, and why. Sort of a very empowering question. And donation, of course. Okay, so I've got the Sun card here, Egyptian famous. So I am feeling very much about your own happiness and your own joy. So what brings you happiness and love? What brings you joy, inner peace? You know, what brings things out into the open? Here you've got the sense of temptation. I'm actually getting a very sort of sexual energy here. So a sense of, I know this is a devil card here, and again, it's looking at addictions and bad habits and things like that. But it also has an underlying sense of sexuality. So I'm getting very much about owning your own sexuality here. That's going to be really important for you. I get a sense of really owning your own sexuality. which is quite interesting. And I've just got one more card for you here. So it's looking at the choices that you've yet to make. So I do feel like there's a sense of looking at your own peace and your own happiness and joy, and owning your own sexuality is like I just don't know why that came through, but I just got that sense of owning your own. I just got her standing here and just owning her own sexuality, owning who she is as a person, her own identity. All those things seem to be like really important. Being able to look at the choices that you've yet to make in regards to what you want in this love. Okay, so yeah, it's all about your own joy, your own happiness, your own sense of pure bliss within the love, you know, having that unconditional connection with someone. So definitely feels like the choices that you've got to make, it's all about your own happiness and your own joy, and having that own identity and who you truly are as a person, and not changing for anyone but yourself. I think that's really important. I don't know why I've got that with the Devil card, and it's just so different than what I would normally say, but I just keep getting this thing about owning your own identity, owning your own sexuality, owning who you are as a person, that sense of it's okay in what I choose to do for myself. It's not about anyone else. So it's your own happiness, your own joy, your own inner peace, your own inner bliss. So it's all about those choices that you've yet to make. So interesting, for sure. Okay, so let's have a little look-see at any other questions that I've got here. So I don't know who's actually still here, because I'm still going through the list of questions here. So yeah, I'm just waiting for some questions. Let's do some, let me just sort this out. There we go. That's what I want. So yeah, I'm just waiting to see what else we've got here. In the meantime, let me go and do the card. So let's pick a card. Let's have a look. We do the Crystal Grid Oracle. Oh, donation. Oh, thank you. All About Maine. Thank you very, very much. Let's just do this quick. I'll just do quick pick a card. 1, 2, 3. Will I wait for all about mains question? Okay, 1, 2, or 3. If you thought about what question, what card you want to choose. First one is all about your emotions with Black Moonstone. Okay, so you're dealing with your emotions. Okay, number 2 is all about the insight. So it's all about using your clairvoyance, your intuition. It's all about trusting that intuition into how you're feeling about something, what's going on. Trust that intuition. Don't let your heart overrule your intuition either, and don't overanalyze it. It's all about your passion. So your insight was with Iolite, IOLITE, and passion. It's all about that passion is Ruby Record Keeper. Okay, so it's all about that passion that lies within you. Okay, so 3 cards: emotions, insight, or passion. Okay, interesting. Okay. So I'm just waiting for all about mains question. She has donated here. So you have done. So let me just get. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay. So what does Spirit want you to know? Okay, I'm going to go with the 4 Huxa Tarot with this one. Okay, interesting. So what Spirit wants me to know, please? Now, you're one of my biggest fans, so I'm going to do a little extra today. Because you do support me regularly, so you've got one of those. Okay, so I'm going to do that card there. So, what does Spirit want you to know? So let's have a look. Okay, the first card we're going to look at here is the 6 of Earth. So I get a sense of being able to give to yourself. Being able to give to yourself unconditionally is really important. Being able to accept help from others is also really important. That's going to be your measure of wealth, is by being able to not just by what you give, but also by what you're able to accept from others as well, is so important in part of your process here. Feels like you give a lot to others unconditionally, so it's also about accepting, being able to accept that help as well, being able to accept the what you need, being able to look at the lessons or things that you're developing within yourself. I do feel like there's a lot of growth, there's a lot of expansion going on. With the Page of Earth, I'm getting a lot of new growth happening. And within your own healing process, your own well-being. Okay. So it's all about I just get a sense of standing in your own power, standing in your true self, your authentic self, in a really strong way here. With the 7 of Air here, I'm getting the sense of you standing in your own power, being able to sort of certainly be empowered on your journey. It's not just about I get a sense of boundaries being made. It's like you've made those boundaries. People can't easily take from you, or you don't allow people to take from you, should I say. So if I get the sense of you standing in your own power, I get a lot of that self-development, it feels like you've done the work, you've been doing the work, you've been doing a lot of work in yourself. So you're able to sort of walk away from what was, being able to walk away from all those challenges, those obstacles, and walk into something new and exciting in your journey. So I feel like there's been a lot of development, a lot of growth, a lot of expansion in your journey, which has been quite an interesting one for you here. I'm getting a lot about just, I feel like there's a lot of freedom. You have a lot of transformation and a lot of freedom being gained in your journey. Okay, so I feel like there's a lot of transformation, a lot of changes, the butterflies there. It's interesting. So yeah, I do feel like there's a sense of you standing in your own power, which has been quite big for you. Okay, so the little extra card here is no place like home. The comforts of home, family, and leisure. So it's like you've become much more comfortable in your own, I want to say comfortable in your own skin. It's like you've become comfortable within your own self. It's like you've really been able to, it's like just enjoying your own space, your own sacredness, which has been really, really important. I do get a lot about being comfortable. Yeah, there has been a huge healing process. Like I get a lot of these cards and I would say like the traditional meaning, but I'm getting a little bit more than that. I'm getting sort of that sense of you've moved through this process. You know, I I get the sense, and 7 of air is normally about something being taken from you, but I feel like the sense of like you've taken back power. You've taken back what was taken from you. You don't allow others to take from you so easily. It's like you've created these boundaries, and that's part of you walking away from what was and now moving into something new for you. You've got this new journey, and that's why I keep getting, I feel like you're more comfortable in your own skin. You're comfortable in your in the process that you've been through. Yeah, definitely feel like there's more to come. There's more to come through, and that's why I keep getting the sense of you're walking into something new. You're doing like the next stage. So yeah, it definitely feels like, and you've got this sense of just the comforts of home. I just feel like there's no place like home. That's why I just keep getting the sense of you being really comfortable in your own skin, very comfortable. You're starting to get into that stage now where it's still got to be maintained. There's still things to do. There's still part of your journey still to come, but it's just about acknowledging what you've done so far. So yeah, hopefully that's sort of given you a little bit of something to sort of acknowledge. It's about acknowledging where you've come so far and know that there's still more to do. You still got to, there's still more that you're moving into, because it's about maintaining that healing process and moving through it. Hopefully that gives you more to think about. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Oh, God, don't do that now, computer. Oh, that's interesting, all about Maine. I've had to put up a lot of boundaries, okay. That's interesting. Oh, you're so welcome, all about Maine. You're so welcome. Hopefully it's sort of given you some ideas to sort of, you know, acknowledge where you're at. I think that's really important to do that. So I'm just seeing where we're at. I don't know who else is still here. Oh yeah, I did your question, BU. Look at that, didn't I? Did I do that one? Oh yeah, I looked at your business, BU. Heading in the direction. Don't forget, after the reading, after the video's uploaded, you can go through and okay, so let's do pick a card again. Just seeing what questions are coming up. Don't forget donations, and that of course gets you a whole lot more. Let's do the Sacred Path cards because they're always a little bit deeper. Let's have a look. One, two, three. Okay, think about the card. 1, 2, or 3. Take a moment, take a breath. Think about the card. Card number 1 is all about being able to self-expression with painted face. So it's all about being able to express yourself fully. Card number 2 is 18, Whirling Rainbow. It's all about feeling like you're whole within yourself, being able to feel a sense of completeness, feel a sense of unity within yourself, feeling like that yin and yang balances together. And card number 3 is from people. It's all about knowing revealed. So it's all about things from the past being revealed. So it's about that ancient knowledge. It's all about records and things that have happened in the past being able to come out into the coming into fruition for you, which is super important. So that's an interesting combination of cards there. So what I'm going to do now, okay, so what I'm going to do, let me do, okay, so I'm going to do one spirit animal for anyone who's still here. So if you want an animal card, just put a, just let me know, just say yes if you would like an animal. Everyone will get an animal spirit card. So if you'd like an animal spirit card, if I've already done a question for you, if I've already done a reading for you, I will give you an animal spirit card as well. So I'm going to do an animal spirit card for even if I've already done your reading, if you want a spirit animal card, I'm going to do one for you as well. Just say yes, please. So just say yes if you'd like a animal spirit card. So if you'd all like a animal spirit card, I will just say yes. It takes a while for it to come through, so I'm not sure what's going on there. So while I wait, let me just add So yeah, I'm just waiting to see if anyone wants a spirit animal reading. Not quite sure what's going on there. So yeah, this is on top of your other reading, your other free tarot reading you've had. This is extra. So if you want a free spirit animal reading, just say yes on top of your tarot reading. This is just a little extra. Just want to see who was here still. So yeah. So what's going on here? Okay, so I'm not sure who's here, but I'm just waiting for messages to come through. So, see who wants a spirit animal reading. Yeah, I don't know if the connection's not being that great or... So you have a free tarot reading, but also what I'm doing at the moment is anyone who's had a free tarot reading also gets a free spirit animal reading as well on top of it. This is extra. So if you are reviewing this video, you can stop the video, pause the video at any time and see one of the animals. So let's have a look at this. Let me see if I can do this. Quicker. Whoops. So just on any video, on any animal. Hi, Aldana. Yep, I can do you a general reading. What's the universe need for you to know right now? Also having a look at the animal cards, which can be paused at any time. Just do this quickly. Finish what I started. So I'll put these to one side while we wait to see if anyone wants a free spirit animal reading on top of their tarot reading. So let's have a look. Tarot reading is, you want a general. So let's do Rider. Let's do the Waitsmith. Hold on, this general. Whoa. Okay, you're going through a lot of changes. There's been a lot of changes, a lot of transformations in your life. Feels like there's a lot of endings. Things are finishing. Things are feeling complete. It's a reminder to make sure that you are, I want to say, how much are you giving to not only to others, but to yourself? How are you measuring, I want to say measuring your wealth or your success? Don't forget to give to yourself as much as you're giving to others. That's really important as well. So it does feel like you're going through a lot of transformation. There are a lot of changes happening in your life. And it's looking at how much of that do you give to yourself, which is super, super important there. So it's how much are you giving to yourself as you go through these changes and these transformations. So hopefully that helps, give you some ideas. So I don't know if you want a free spirit animal reading as well. Just say yes. Don't know what's going on there. Feels like something is stopping. Oh. Something is going on here. Oh, it's not working. Okay, let's just remove that. Okay, let's do a free spirit animal for. Okay, so your free spirit animal. Okay, let's have a look. Lion spirit. So let's have a look and see what the lion has to say for you. So it's card number 37. A healthy ego means you ease God's order instead of edging God out. Lion spirit appearance is a reminder that you have been given the gift of pride and a healthy sense of your worth to express your divine, authentic self in a unique way. You are both the king and the queen, secure in your prosperity and wisdom and generous of spirit as you help others. Take pride in your ability to serve from the heart. Contentment with what you have right now allows you to use your resources wisely as you give to others in ways that educate, heal, inspire, and delight. Be proud yet humble. Practice gratitude, and you'll find that the accolades that come to you are no match for the joy of knowing what you've been able to do for others through expressing the bounty of generosity within you. Lion Spirit knows there is a great savannah before you, and many who will benefit from the healthy expression of unique set of gifts. If you choose to work in partnership with Spirit, all your relationships flourish as you express your worth and generosity of spirit with humility and kindness. What a blessing you can be to all. Your protection messages do not doubt. Do you doubt you can do much good? Are you stuck in a state of scarcity thinking? Who am I to lead? Or who am I to step into my dreams? Who am I to have an amazing relationship? Who am I to think I can help? Lion Spirit is here to tell you that the antidote for low self-esteem is stepping into healthy pride. Of course you can do all that you desire. The spark of Great Spirit lives inside you, and you are here to steward that amazing energy into the world. Lion Spirit knows that the Great Spirit invested in you so that you might be a channel for Spirit's love and generosity. Take pride in your role, seeking to bring an abundance of love into the world. Perhaps you do much good already, but you're feeling unappreciated, wanting to hold back your gifts and hoard them for yourself. Maybe you're looking for attention and praise. Maybe you are even being generous with the expectation that you would be entitled to a repayment. Know that the real magic happens when you remember there is always enough and you're always enough. Give freely without agenda or expectation, and let Lion Spirit remind you that in giving you receive. Then you will see that you are appreciated. Stop comparing yourself to others and seeing yourself less than, for within you is a wellspring of generosity. So there you go. So Lion Spirit is your animal. It's about being generous, but also, you know, just being just unconditional, you know, don't, without expectations. So yeah. Okay, so we're going to be ending soon by the looks of it. So I'm just wondering if there's anyone else that wants an animal spirit reading. Oh, donation. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, wow. Wow, wow. Nunit. Oh, Nunit. Okay. Wow, wow. Thank you. So I'm just waiting for Nunit's question. And I'm going to use that again with that. I think that works really well. So I'm just waiting for Nunit's question. Wow. Hi, how are you? Oh, interesting. Job go. Oh, that sounds interesting. Oh, wow. Congratulations. Congratulations. Let's have a look. What a great thought. Right. You got a new job in a different field. I'm excited. And how will this go? Right. Let's have a look at this new job. Let's have a look. Oh, that's so exciting. Oh, so let me just pull this video back because I think I put it up a bit close. So we've got some room. Welcome. You're welcome. Thank you very much for the donation. I totally appreciate it. I really do appreciate the support. I hope you enjoy the free resources and the freebies and things like that, the exclusive content. Okay, so this is about your job. Okay, so your current job. So let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5. There's 2 cards there. Okay, so I know that I'm a little bit in a bit of a tight spot with the size cards. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, the job. Let's have a look. Firstly, let's start with the bottom card here. Page of Fire. So it's all about your enthusiasm and your drive, your motivation, but there's a lot for you still to learn. Hi, Blueberry. Hi, Terrain. Okay, I'm doing donation readings at the moment. Tareem, I'm doing donation readings, and I will do some free readings soon. I was sort of thinking about ending soon because I thought it was going to be quiet, but people have started to come back in. So let me just do this. Okay, so no, let's think about this. This is about your you've got the motivation and you've got the drive, you've got the passion, the creativity to do really well, but there's a lot still for you to learn in the job, right? There's still a lot to learn, a lot to discover. Okay, I still feel like there's a lot of experience to gain, should I say? There's a lot of experience to gain. So you're going to find yourself with a lot of you might find yourself at crossroads at certain times with decisions to be made, trying to find a sense of inner peace within oneself. So I do feel like there's a lot of decisions that you'll have to make, a lot of choices, a lot of things that will come up at times when you're unsure about something. Okay, so there will be some times that you might find yourself at a bit of a crossroads at something because it's completely new to you. Okay, so the foundation of it is it's all about keep going, don't give up. 9 of Fire. 9 of Fire to me is that sense of even when things seem difficult, there is that thing of you just keep going, don't give up, to know that you can achieve whatever is possible. Okay, you're limitless to what you can achieve. It's all about how you choose to react to the situation. Okay, it's all about being in moderation, not letting your emotions get the better of you at times as well, making sure that you stay sort of emotionally stable, if you like, a sense of not letting your emotions get the better of you at times. It's going to be really important to be able to take a breath. Okay, allowing yourself to take that breath. Let's have a look at past stuff. Queen of Water. So it's all about nurturing your dreams, your goals, your emotions and your emotional needs. Okay, it's all about nurturing those, being kind to others as well as yourself, which is really, really important here. It's interesting because I get the sense of just self-love and joy and sense of just being in the moment emotionally. Let's look at what lies ahead. Seven of Fire. Okay, there could be some times when you need to sort of stand up for your convictions, stand up for your beliefs. Just be aware of, I just feel like it could be other people around you who could be a little bit challenging. There could be somebody around you who could be quite challenging in some way. So there might be times when you just need to stand up for yourself. In a gentle way. Be careful about how you react to that situation. Doesn't mean you have to take it. There could be because somebody could be a little bit challenging to you. So it doesn't mean you have to take it. There could be a moment for you just to sort of stand up for your convictions in a really sort of assertive way, but not being but there's no, you're not being nasty about it or anything like that. It's just about how you choose to react. Okay, definitely there'll be a promotion. I do feel like there's going to be a shift in your cycle. You've got the World card here, so I do feel like there's going to be a shift in your achievements. I do feel like there's going to be achievements, and you're going to be moving forward in that way. Like there's a light. You're moving into new lights, new possibilities. So yes, you'll be possibility of promotions and things like that. Definitely feels like that there. Here you've got 9 of Water, so it's like wish fulfilled. It does feel like you'll have emotional gains. So I do feel like you're going to have that here with the World card, 9 of Water, which is about that sense of achievement, wishes being fulfilled. It does feel like things are going to be happening for you in many ways. So you got that. What do you truly want to bring into your future? Okay, that's going to influence you in many ways. Okay, what do you want to bring into your future? What's important to you? What's of value to you physically is going to be really important, not just emotionally, but physically as well. So your final result card here is Ace of Air, which tells me there's going to be clarity. There's going to be a sense of new ideas, new inspiration. So what inspires you to move forward? It does feel like your final result is going to be about your inspiration, your ideas, your plans, your new beginnings. It does feel like there's new stuff happening for you. So I do feel as though you're going to go through a lot of shifts. It's going to be a lot of changes. There is going to be that cycles. There are going to be new cycles and things for you. Hi, Victoria. No free list. What I'm doing is, if you just depending on your question, I've been doing random questions. Okay, there's been no free list. I've just been doing random questions. Depending on what your question is. So what I'm going to do now, whoops, is I'm just doing donations at the moment. Depending on your question. Okay. So it feels like you're going to go through a lot of promotions and things. You're going to be shifting. There's going to be lots of stuff happening for you, Nanette. So let's have a look at your oracle cards. First one we have is making sure you have breathing room, that you take time out for you, that you're able to breathe. Okay, which is going to be really important and part of taking your breaks. Does feel like you're developing your own intuition. Does feel like your psychic, trust your psychic experiences, trust your intuition with many aspects of your journey here. It's going to be definitely about being careful. I get a sense of being very careful about conforming to things, group thinking, but there are times when you're going to have to adhere to what's important to the group. in this case. You're not going to be able to do things your way all the time. I think that's going to be a really important aspect for you. So I think it's going to be a lot about developing your own intuition in many aspects. I do feel like there is some there's a lot of your outside, your spiritual experiences are going to be, I think you're going to find being able to be used in this aspect in many ways in this job. I do feel like your psychic experiences are going to be of value, or your psychic abilities are going to be of value to your job at this time. But don't forget to give yourself time. Look at your experiences and the knowledge that you're gaining. But there are times when you're going to have to conform. You're going to have to adhere to what's important to the group in regards to work. Okay, so I'm finishing off with a spirit animal card because I'm just doing them anyway. This is the extra that I'm doing today. So this is the extra card that I'm doing. So what animal? Spirit animal. What spirit animal? Okay, the spirit animal is rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time. Ooh, so that's interesting. So everything feels like it's moving in the right direction. It's doing what it's supposed to. Oops. A sunny meadow calls and a rabbit spirit appears to lead you out of your dark warren and into the light, so you can participate in a fertile and beautiful experience. Okay, it may seem safe low ground, but the magic happens when you come out and take the risk of being vulnerable and co-creating something new. You're being invited into a new life that you have no experience with, but have no fear. Today is also a time to be fruitful and productive as you enjoy rabbit spirit's sunny and prolific energy. At this time, whatever you intend to bring to life will find fertile ground. There are no mistakes really when you are co-creating with spirit. So let new ideas spring to the surface, knowing that now is a lucky time of tremendous possibility. Protection message. Vulnerability is required of you now, even if you don't feel safe. Act as if you trust that you'll be okay, and soon you will see that you are okay. To create is to take risks. So at this fortunate, fertile time, banish your fears and recognize the real security is in immersing yourself in the process of co-creation. It's okay to admit that you really don't know how to deal with whatever is in front of you. This is where curiosity and not knowing can be a wonderful state of mind. Be playful now, admitting you're at the beginning of something. Come on out to frolic in the sun, nurturing light, because it's time to birth something new. Oh, that's really cool. So yeah, just type in your questions. If anyone's got a question, just add your question and think about it as being what, how, and why. Make sure you've read the description box below. Make sure that you have you've read yeah, depending on what you need, of course, what you want. So hopefully, Nana, that's sort of given you some insight. Quite a lot there. It does feel like you're going to be moving up. There is going to be a lot of promotions, but it's also about being careful about how you react to the situations, because there are times when you're going to have to conform to the group. So hopefully that's helped. Whew. So I'm not quite sure with Tareem. Just wanted a question. Blueberry and Victoria. Just seeing how your questions are. And if you want a free spirit reading, you get that on top of the tarot. So I'm just waiting to see if we've got any more questions before I finish up. about a couple of minutes. So I'm just waiting for Tareem, Victoria. Hi, JA. Just type in your question. I'm just doing random questions depending on what they are, making sure the how, why type questions, making sure they are, you always have good questions generally. So let's have a look. So sending on the questions. Oh, so you want to know about doing good. So it's all about, we know that you'll do well as long as you've done your study. It's how. It's not yes and no questions. How, what, why type questions. How, what, why. Not yes. How can you do well? How can you do good in yours? We know it's through study, through seems silly to ask. Looking for questions that start with how, what, and why. Too many factors come into play with the yes and with this yes and no with you doing your exam, JA. Will you do well? Only if you've done all the things, only if you take care of yourself. Make sure you sleep well, make sure you eat well. Make sure you've studied, done your practical, whatever you need to do. It's all about preparation. JR, you know it's always about the preparation. It's all about how well you've prepared. So I'm waiting for Victoria. Tareem, I thought, Blueberry, I would have thought you would have typed in your question, but I'm not sure what's going on here. Let's see if there's anything coming through that's not. Okay. It's all about your study. It's all about your preparation. It's interesting because I'm thinking about your question, will you do well? And the Six of Swords comes up. Shift your perspective and your idea. And what do you really want to bring into your journey? So it's all down to the preparation. It's all about what you're removing yourself from, the chaos, whatever you've been. Make sure it's all about the preparation. Will you do well? Or will you do good in your CBS Informatics practice board exam? Depends all on the preparation. It's all on making sure you sleep well. What do you want to actually bring into the journey? So yeah, it's all about the preparation. So, yeah. It's all about the preparation. So, yeah, definitely going to end soon. Telling me yes or no. It's all about the saying, have you prepared? Or have you prepared for the exam? Okay, so if you're wanting to do a reading, make sure you've read the description box. Make sure you ask how, what, and why type questions. Really? Even though I do answer yes and no, but they don't really show you a lot. Just tells me I don't know what's going on here. It feels very slow today. I don't know if it's the wind or something. But nothing's coming through. So I'm just sitting here. Waiting for questions. Think about a how, what, and why type question. Hey, positivity, think about a how, what, and why question. How can I improve my life? How can I improve my love life? What do I need to know in regards to the situation? Why is this happening? Type questions. Why, how, what, and why. So we're looking at questions that really empower who you are as an individual. What, how, and why type questions. Think about questions you've never asked before. We're not asking about how someone feels about us. We're not asking how someone likes us. We're asking about what do we need to know in regards to the situation. Because what happens if I say, no, they don't like you as a person? That's better. Much better question. What do I need to know when it comes to the connection with Sagittarius? Okay, much better. Yep, that's better. What do I need to know when it comes to the connection with Sagittarius? Talks about things ending, things being final. Okay. Just talk about something ending, something being final. It's about you getting a sense of new beginnings, sense of clarity within the situation. So it does feel like things are ending, or there is something maybe with a connection that's shifting, but it's going to give you some closure. It's going to give you some clarity about the situation. So it does talk about things being final. Does talk about things ending, but it also means beginning, a new idea, a new plan, a new thought, a new perception about the situation. So it does give you a sense of clarity. So you've got the sense of something ending. Definitely thinks of something being final. Okay, so let's talk about things being final, things ending in the situation. It's going to give you some clarity. Take a breath. Take a breath, positivity. Take a breath for a moment. Only you can decide that. Only you can truly decide what you want to do. Okay? With the communication. Okay, there's a need to communicate, right? So just take a moment, just take a breath for a second. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And do this a couple of times. I want you to take a breath for a situation, because it does feel like something is finishing. There is something that needs to finish, that needs to end. And then you're going to have some clarity about the situation. But there is something that's being held on to, or something that's just needs to end. So I'm just something that needs to be final. So just take a moment to take a breath for a second. Just close your eyes and just take a breath. Take a breath. Just take a breath for a second. Yep. Yeah, not with him. Take a breath for a second, positivity. Yeah, Blueberry, just type in your question. Tareen, just type in your question. Just type in your question. Okay, it does feel like you just need to take a breath. I feel like things need to end. You'll have new beginnings with something else, and new beginnings. I think things need to end. Final. Okay? Of course, it's totally up to you what you do with it. Positivity, but I get a sense that you just need to love who you are as an individual. Sense of unconditional love for yourself. If you've been hurt from him in the past, I feel like there's an ending. It's not whether he likes you or not. It's what you choose to do for yourself. Okay? You got to take care of your needs, your love, your clarity within your own life. Feels like there's closure. There's a need for closure. Things to end. Self-love. If you've been hurt in the past, do you deserve to be hurt? Do you deserve to be treated that way? Oh, cool. Okay. Blueberry, let's have a look. Tareen, let's have a look. Life in Korea. Right, let's have a look. Let's do Meraki Tarot. Oh my god, the wind is just crazy today. Cannot wait. I thought I was supposed to have my new building this week, but it's next week I'm being built. It'll be a couple of weeks before I get my roof, most probably. Let me just throw on something warm. It's got a bit cold. Right, Blueberry, let's have a look. Oh, it's a bit creaky today. Right, let's have a look. Now, Blueberry, you've been around a wee bit. You're one of my subs that have been around for a while. Oh. Okay. Interesting. We've got 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like someone's going to offer you something. Someone's going to offer you something. So it's about you looking at the truth of it all. Make sure it's about that sense of unconditional. Definitely feels it's about your career. Maybe someone offers you something. Maybe it's a new contract. Because remember, justice can be anything about legalities, legal stuff. So it could be legal with your career. I don't know whether that's offering you something new. So it gives you, and it's interesting because we have 10 of Wands here. And 10 of Wands can be about something that burdens, weighs you down. It could be a new responsibility. So I'm wondering if you've been offered like a new responsibility in regards to your career. You're welcome, Jaya. So I'm just wondering if you're offered a new, like a promotion or a new opportunity in regards to your career. Because I'm getting something, maybe legalities, something, maybe a contract needs to be signed or revisited or re-looked at. So it definitely feels as though there's something, it feels something that's going to sort of be a bit heavy, a bit weigh you down a little bit. Could be something that you might feel a bit burdened with, a little bit stressed. So I'm just wondering if you're going to be offered something. So it could be about a new commitment. Yeah, not yet, but in the future. Yep, could be in the near future, definitely. So it's just being aware of that. So just being aware. Okay, spirit animal. Now, because you're a loyal subscriber, oh, here it is. Trust the Great Mystery. That's an interesting card with the whale spirit. So, oh my God, it's so windy today. It's crazy weather. What kind of truth? Okay, let's have a look. Trust the Great Mystery. 65. I feel like this is really important. This might be part of the truth, the Great Mystery. Here we go. Trust the Great Mystery. Whale spirit is an ancient creature who was here at the beginning of time and who has seen everything, felt everything, and heard everything that has ever transpired on this planet. In the hidden realms where all things must gather first before manifesting into form, whale spirit is the keeper, singing the soul of the whole world from the deepest waters of the coldest seas. When whale spirit appears, it's a reminder that there is a great mystery that you must accept without intellectually trying to understand it. Some things cannot be known by the mind, only experienced through the heart, through intuition, and through the peripheral senses that part the invisible veils, separating the visible world from the great manifesting consciousness in the hidden realms. Now is the time for you. You're welcome, you're welcome. Okay, through the heart, through intuition, and through the peripheral senses that part the invisible veils, separating the visible world, in consciousness in the hidden realm. Now is the time for you to immerse yourself in the great mystery of spirit and to trust that within the invisible. What you can't see now are the seeds of your intentions being tended to by the angels. Certainty is not offered to you right now. You're being asked to trust the process of co-creation. Whale spirit reminds you that your primary reality is not that of the material world, but that of the realm of spirit, from which the essence of your dreams and desires take shape before arriving as a specific form. You must trust absolutely that what will come will be for the highest good. Stay in your present moment awareness and allow the hidden realms to hold your intentions safely until it is time for them to manifest in the realm of form. Let go, for you will not be left behind. Some things take longer than others to arrive. Okay, so I just got to finish off with something here. Oh, here it is. That's what I want. The Green Witch Oracle. Okay, Tareen. I'm going to do this as well. Now, this has got a little bit of extra. Just want to see what's going to assist. Okay, got daffodil with hope. Trust the process, trust the process. And having hope here. So we've got card number 38. Oops. Card number 38. Oh, that's 39. Hope. Garden as though you'll live forever. Okay. Daffodils indicate a reprieve for those who need it and a time to renew faith, not only in life, but in those around you. Daffodils will lift optimism and help boost endurance while encouraging you to keep going. This is also a period of personal growth and spiritual awakenings, and answers can be found within aspects of these. Listen to your inner voice, but do not become overwhelmed with negative self-talk. So new beginnings, self-esteem, luck, fertility, and friendship. Persephone, Hades, the fates. Pluto, and astrological sign Taurus. Hope spell, the 7-day, okay, here you got the 7-day shower spell. Will renew your hope when you are challenged. Arrange 7 daffodils in a yellow or orange vase and place it in your bathroom. Each time you shower or bath, fill the cup of 1 flower and pour it over your head. Take the flower and lay it in the garden in the sunshine. Repeat for 7 days. Okay? So quite interesting. Okay, so you got the whale spirit and you got daffodil. Okay. There you go. Okay, questions must be, let me have a look. How I'm doing random questions from chat. And I'm not doing yes and no questions, if I can help it. Trying to think about questions that are empowering. I want you to get the best out of your reading. I'm going to finish soon. But... Oh, you're so welcome, Treen. You're so welcome, Blueberry. So I'm sort of doing questions that are not yes and no. We're not talking about how someone feels about you, not feeling about someone talking to you. You're talking about a journey that empowers you in moving forward. So if you're unsure, let me do this. to pick. I would love you to, sorry, just deep Sheikah. Would love to have a question that sort of empowers you, not about having a future with somebody, but how you can improve your future. How can you improve your relationship? How can you improve your life? Do you really want to ask a yes or no question? Oh my God, that wind is crazy, Dave. Do you have a future with AJ, with HJ? Well, what happens if I say no? What happens if the cards say no? Nothing's ever set and set. Your future is never set in stone. It's all about how you choose to react. It's all about how you can choose to communicate. It's all about communication. And things are never set in, the future is never set in stone. There's always things you can do to make a difference. Are you really going to trust me to tell you whether you have a future with HJ or not? Isn't it about his choice? Isn't it about HJ's choice, or whether they want to have a future? What can you do to communicate? There's so much more to a yes. I wish I could get people to just understand there's so much. A yes or no question like this does you no good. It's like you're waiting around, waiting. Crystal, you're thinking, will Kevin, Virgo, me be in a serious relationship towards your marriage in the future? Depends on how you communicate. Depends on how you spend your time together. Depends on your reaction to what you do. You don't need a reading to tell you this. It's all about your own. You have free will. You have choices in how you choose to react. So thinking about these questions, they don't empower you. They don't you can always change. It's all about how you choose to react. And you've got Kevin's free will as well. Don't you forget you've got the other person's free will. You've got the other person's free will, Crystal. You've got Kevin's free will, you know. You can't guarantee what his choices will be. The cards are not going to give you that. So it doesn't give you anything. Okay. I'm out of here. Yeah. What's the time? Midday. I'll be back after some